Hey, hey, what's up, guys? Welcome. We're starting real late. It's almost 6. We're supposed to be starting at 4:30. So this stream's really late, but I'm on vacation. Karis is on vacation. I was hanging out with her, and that's why. So that's a pretty easy explanation. So that'll last for about 1 week. We'll see how it goes. All right, we're going to say new Ninja Spinner. I'm usually a little bit late, but I'm not usually this late. New Ninja Spinner, and also new Paldean Fates, and what else is new? Uh, we're gonna say hot Noctowl break. All right, there we go. I like to do 3 items on the title. Let's jump over to the Japanese packs. So this will now say we had Nihil Zero. Oops. Now it's gonna say Ninja Spinner. Let me ask my guy how much to restock. Just got the Ninja Spinners. How much to restock them if we wanted more? I'm asking because it helps me price the product for today. All right. So I'll ask him that. I don't know how fast he might respond, but let's just go find what a case of Ninja Spinners looks like. Case Ninja Spinners. Sounds like fidget spinners, doesn't it? Let's go turn on the iPad real fast. Oh, the iPad's almost dead. Ah, that sucks. Let's plug that in. I did not want that to be almost dead. I wanted that to be nice and full of energy. That sucks. Here, let's share the stream real fast. Well, here, I'll hit save on that. Let's share the stream and then we can get the price because we don't want to wait too long to share it. We have 20 people and 3 likes. How's it going, everybody? As you guys know, when we hit 40 likes, we begin a giveaway. We're going live for, what is today? It's Thursday, right? Thursday night. Starting real late. Again, Karis is on vacation, so really I was just hanging out with her, and that's why we're starting so late. She kind of wants to hang out, you know what I'm saying? All right, we'll go ahead and delete this. Now back to pricing it. We need to price it. We were looking up a case of Ninja Spinners, right? Ninja Spinners Pokemon. Hey, what's up, guys? How's it going? What do you guys think of this set? You think it'll be popular? I think the problem with the set is there's only one really big card in it. The Mega Greninja, which he's pretty cool. I like him. But I think it could be hard to sell, based on the problem where once he's been pulled, there's no like super strong backup pull that everyone's going after. All right, it looks like sealed cases are actually pretty expensive. Let's see. It's a 30-pack set, I suppose. And let me see. Let me get some other taste for the price. So give me a second. Give me a second. That's good enough. All right. So yeah, this one's going to be maybe slightly more expensive than Nihil Zero was. That's not really a surprise because, Nihil Zero was... let me click on this real fast. Okay, we're closing that. If you think about it, Nihil Zero was not very popular. That was not a popular one. Let's see. Okay. Times be changing, huh? Let's try this. There we go. All right, so I'm seeing a price. I'm seeing a price on the Ninja Spinners. And let me see what my price was. Let's see, he didn't... Oh, he saw my question, but he hasn't responded yet. Let me see what my price was for these. Pricing is tricky, because on the one hand, you would like to price it as close as possible. But on the other hand, you want to also know what you paid for it too, right? Here it is. All right, I have my price. Divided by this number. All right, so it does look like we're probably going to price them for about $5 a pack. That'll be our official price for now. This is our first day having them. Of course, no Greninja has actually been pulled. I know you guys recognize that that's a pretty valuable thing. No Greninja has been pulled out of our products right now. We have fresh products, so that's pretty good. So we're going to start it at $5 per pack. If you'd like a whole box, multiply that by 30. Let's head over to the website and get it listed now. So we're heading over to the website, adding a product. All right, we're going to say, how do we normally format this? Let's check the formatting. Wait, do I even need to click on that? Okay, so we tend to put the language first. That's fine. So I can say JP Pokemon Ninja Spinner. All right, Ninja Spinner contains mega, let's say 30 packs per box. Contains Mega Gray Ninja SIR. All right. Go ahead and copy this. Okay. We'll set the regular price to $5. Fill this out. We're just doing a little work before we start harvesting the orders. You can send in an order now that we've chosen a price. I'll go ahead and hit publish. I'm excited to see what's in here. Are you guys excited? I'd really like to see what the commons and all that look like. I already have seen the actual Greninja, so that part's spoiled for me. But that's okay. Let's go ahead and open up the comment section so I can see what you guys are saying. Hey, what's up, guys? The Floetta is cute. The Tauros is nice. The Greninja is a tough pull. I've been having the hardest time catching the stream. I work every time you guys come on. Hey, what's up, man? Let's see, I haven't looked at the card list for this. Is it Chaos Rising? What? All right, so I believe I have added it. Hey, Tammy, did you see that picture of the Advanced Wars game we're working on? Did you guys see that? Check it out in general chat and Discord. Isn't that cool? That's mostly Karis's work. I have not contributed as much as she has. So she's been working like crazy. Check this out. Check this out. Isn't that cool? Those are not serious units yet, but there's a little Zeppelin. I think these are Zeppelins. And I think these are little boats or something. And these are little tanks. But she is just doing little mock units because she just needs to have something on the screen in order to be able to code the game, right? The game itself needs coding. And later, we're going to make the actual units. So those are mock units. But she made them so fast and she got it working so fast. It's cool. Isn't that cool? That's neat. So we've been working on that. Tammy, I'm supposed to make the music for the game. All right, is that fun? I'm going to try and make the music. All right, so we're going to jump over here to orders. I don't know how fast I can make the music, but our rule is, for making the game, our rule is everything has to be made really fast. So that's how we're doing it. Everything in the game has to be made as fast as possible. Not allowed to be stuck on anything too long. Let's go ahead and open this. Ooh, I saw. All right. I'm over here on GarageBand, just playing around on GarageBand a little bit. I wrote some songs a long time ago, and most of them are still on my old iPad, but I put 2 of them on YouTube. They're on a YouTube channel you guys aren't aware of. And long time ago, Karis and I were planning on making a game together, and we never did. We got jobs. We got jobs. No! All right, let me go ahead and pin the website into the live chat. Okay. I use Ableton. Karis knows all that stuff. Ableton, and I think there's one called Logic and GarageBand and Fruit Loops. So she's real familiar with all that stuff. Karis is obsessed with making music. She loves it, but I think at some point she kind of acknowledged her skill, her best skill is definitely coding. And then I have forgotten mostly how to code, although I was looking over her code and I was like, oh yeah, I remember all that. And but I haven't truly coded anything in a long time. But I play an enormous amount of video games. And one of my most played games is Advanced Wars. So I'll be playing the game tester, or doing the game testing for the game, and kind of making choices for us as we go, how to balance the game properly. Those are all great programs. Ivan the Vulture. I use Ableton. Ooh, I saw. All right. So let's see what's going on here. First of all, the camera's loosey-goosey. Let's get it centered. Didn't that feel terrible when the camera's off center? That's the worst feeling. It really makes me want to autistically screech. Let's turn the sound back up. So we do have a message from a Mr. Tyrone, and he says, is tracking working on your end for the package? It looks like it's a P.O. box tracking, and if the tracking ever doesn't work from stamps, just go to the USPS website. USPS tracking. Okay, so we're on USPS tracking. We're going to feed it that tracking number. It says in transit. It's in California. Bada bing, bada boom. All right, so there you go. I'll go ahead and respond. Well, that's funny that it's there because I don't think it's supposed to be there, is it? So, okay. Tracking is working. Try typing it into USPS, or try using USPS tracking to see its progress. All right, so sometimes USPS ships your box in the wrong direction. I'll just say that. It just happens. They move millions of packages, so you may have to wait extra long for your package to arrive, because I can see it's not supposed to be in California, but it currently is. All right, and that might be why you're checking your tracking, because you're probably wondering, where the hell is this thing? Pat Gibbs, you were the first person to place an order. He wants 2 Ninja Spinners and a Waifu Shuffle Snipe. I'm Tyrone, and I'm here too. Hey, hey. All right, so get the USPS app. If you download the app, it tells you updates daily. Oh, that's cool. I didn't know that. The package can easily go in the wrong direction. Hey, what's up, Mr. Brett? Brett, look. Wait, that's not it. Wait, that's not it. Oh, yeah, Jaded needs pictures. You know, I found one of the things he needed a picture of, but I didn't find the other one. Jaded, I don't know if you're watching. I got the picture of the Sephiroth. What was the other one? What was the other item? Here you go, Brett. All right. What's the English set for that? Let's see. Let's find out if we can pull Gray Ninja. Of course, we have all of our lovely breaks running in the back, too, so don't forget about the breaks. I know tonight's probably going to be a night where a lot of people are going to try out the new set, but we got lots of cool breaks running. We're heading close to Friday. A lot of breaks tend to go off on Friday. Where's the lightning break? That's my favorite. Wait, where'd the lightning break actually? Oh, here it is. Aha, there we go. All right. It's Chaos Rising. Nido King is close. Nido King's close, guys. He's, you realize he's kind of like a Holy Grail card, right? Nido King is. I spent a little bit of money today. I recognize one of the weaknesses of our channel right now is we sort of lack expensive slabs. So I kind of went looking for some vintage style slabs. I bought a couple, nothing too crazy. I bought a couple, nothing really expensive actually. Some of them were pretty affordable. But I realize part of the game for running a shop is having a purchasing strategy. You have to know how to buy something that has a chance to make you money. Does it have a good fresh box smell? Your mom does. No, actually, that's not true. But the box, we'll never know about that smell because it's already been tossed. Asia Slash. Wow, that was easy. All right, so as you guys know, I'm here a little bit late. And I've already explained that a few times, but we have 47 watchers now. But basically, I'm on vacation. So I'm on vacation because Karis is on vacation. So you're going to see a lot of disruption to our scheduled stream time. I might start later than usual. I might start really late. I might skip a day, too. So all those things are possible. Is this really it? Here it is, Aegis Slash. Boom. That is Aegis Slash. The number here says 20. So, did you not pull this guy before? Somebody did. So, he is currently at 20. Now, you can re-roll or you can keep him. What are you thinking? Adebayo. All the crystal cards are for me. The OG secret. He loves to not answer. Let's see. I'm Ivan. Which question am I not answering? You spin me right round, baby. Right round. I don't see any questions. Let's re-roll. Poor Aegis Slash. All right, so Aegis Slash, it's going back in. We're going to put him back in for 15. Sound good? Poor guy. Nobody wants you, Aegis Slash. Does anyone here think if that was like a Charizard, he would be gone. People would be like, yeah, I'll take the Charizard. But Aegislash does not get a pass, huh? Well, I'm tempted to buy him back out of the box. Maybe I should buy him. Yeah, I guess I'll take him. I don't know. He's nice enough. All right, so these aren't necessary anymore. I'll put him in my Cardconomist box. Oh, look how close you were to. Whoa! Look how close you were to that. All right. Aegislash shall be mine. I'll buy him for 20. I can't do that. He's got to be 30. I'm taking him back out of the box as the owner of the shop. But he's 30 if you're interested. Okay, I'll do 30 if you'd like. Here it is. He was only that cheap because he was in this box. That's why he was that cheap. Now, you ready? No, buy it, TCC slab mister. I'm kind of wanting him in the little Cardconomist box over there. 1, 2, 3. Now, Mr. Pat, let's get your cards. 1, 2, 3. Let's see what happens here, man. Shoop. Oh, 2 Waifu Shuffles. Saved by the 2 Waifu Shuffle card. All right, let's see. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. The craziness continues for you. You have a good shot over there, I feel. I feel like not a lot of people gobbling up the slabs out of that box. All right, this is the Waifu Shuffle. What do we got going on for you? Now, of course, you can't re-roll the Waifu Shuffle, but you can re-roll whatever you get out of here. 2 cold ones. Damn. All right. I'm sorry. I thought you would have a good shot at a slab in the Waifu Shuffle, but it looks like not. I'm sorry, man. Pat Gibbs. Mr. Pat. Sorry, Pat. I start nights this weekend. Let's go nighttime streams. Ooh, wow, you just pull an SR right on your first try, huh? Well, I'm not going to lie. This is super ugly. I'm not buying it. It's too, like, I don't know. The colors contrast too much. It's too cartoony almost. That's the Mega whatever his name is. What is his name again? Litleo and something. I don't know. Do you guys like that design? I think that design's kind of too weird for me. All the crystal cards are for me. The OG secrets. What? Look at this, guys. Mega Lion King. Yeah. I don't know. I don't like the fact that there's already, like, Solgaleo. Or that Solgaleo and this guy are the same Pokemon, basically. They're both based off of a lion, clearly. So, it's redundant like crazy. Oops. Plus the fact that the Lion King Solgaleo looks a little better. He looks cooler. So, it's like if the game had 2 very specific versions of the same real-world animal. Like, let's say you made a Pokemon based off of something really specific, like a parrot, and you made the exact same parrot twice, but one of them's just uglier than the other one. Just doesn't make sense. It's the new Moonbryon card. Are the YouTube and the website menu up to date? I think they are. Do you see something that you think's maybe not up to date? Let me know if you see something on the menu that looks a little strange. Here's Joseph Haney. Hey, Mr. Been a while. I'll take 4 Japanese rocket packs. This was ordered 4 hours ago, actually. Wait a second. Please update my bag. It's been a year to date since I've ordered. To date. 1 year to date. Ooh, that's a dangerous game you're playing. You'll want to come in at least the 11 month mark, not at the 12-month mark. Let's see if it's in here. Josh, Joseph, something, Joey Albrecht, Joshua Collins, Joseph Vasquez, Joshua Tarte. Uh-oh. Let's check up top. Joseph Haney, huh? Ugh. That is a dangerous game. Joseph Valentine, Joseph Valenti, Joshua Miller. Is it a big bag? Is it a small bag? Let's try this. Here's Jonathan Lewandowski, Jonathan Lewandowski, Jonathan Lewandowski. Oh, you are lucky. Okay, good job, Joseph. It looks like we actually kept your bag for you for a very long time. And when it comes to updating the bag, unless you're international, there's a small fee. So updating the bag costs $5, okay? So we do that because we're trying to encourage you to ship it out. So it's a $5 fee to store your bag over here for another year. Does that sound all right? Let's see what's in here. You must have a lot of good stuff in here, right? You know, Joseph, if you don't want a bunch of this stuff, like let's say you don't want this shaman, you should do a trade with me for it, because we trade now. We have like this trade slab. Well, you can get a slab and just convert all this into a slab. That's pretty good. I like that. I like those. What else do we have in here that's interesting? 524, that's a long time ago. Some rocket cards. Oh, look at these old fake metal cards that I used to sell, but then I stopped because I was like, what am I doing? We got some more Vs, a couple more hollows, a couple energy cards, some of these cool Street Fighters. Let's see, anything really nice in here? Let's see, you got a little Gengar. I'm just showing you what you got. Machop. He's kind of cool. Oh, Pikachu's good. Yeah, oh, but he's a little off-center. He's thin on the bottom. Electric. And one of these nice General Mills. And then Mustard. You got a lot of cards, but I noticed a lot of them are pretty cheap. So if you ever decide you want to trade all your Vs out or all your hollows out, like your common hollows, let me know. We can help you. Apparently PSA ruined a manga Sanji valued around 5K and they don't want to pay the guy out. Really? You think that they would be being extra careful right now. So let's go ahead and say 326. Okay, and that's $5 to update that. Okay, Mr. Joseph. All right. Ugh. Wow, that is a heavy bag. But we're not done with your order. We need to get you some of these nice ninja spinners now. Oh, these nice rocket packs. Did I say ninja spinners? Ninja spinners are the hot thing, but you need rocket packs. All right. I'm just glad they didn't ruin mine. There it is. Apparently PSA ruined. Let's snip this. PSA is working as fast as they can, you know. And there's going to be casualties. Here's a little T-Rex. Here's a little cold one. Here's a little cold one. And here's a little Mewtwo. All right. Very nice. Thank you, Joseph. We'll just pop this into his bag. Nice to see you again, Joseph. Okay. So, Mr. Joseph, to truly refresh the bag, it's a minimum $5. Just letting you know. I think he'll rewatch the stream if he's not here. Either slow down or hire more people. Here's Israel Rodriguez, Magikarp PSA 10, $80. Magikarp PSA 10. Are you referring to maybe a slab away? Let's see what he's referring to. Yes, he's got a PSA 10 Magikarp. There's $85 on it, and he's sending 80 of the 85. So you got $5 left. All right, very good. Let's jump over here real fast. We have Mr. Tyrone. Mr. Tyrone, how's it going, man? Now, he would like a Metazu Kuromi Cryptid Carnival and 3 of the Ninja Spinners. 3 Ninja Spinners. And a Cryptid Carnival. Here it is. Ooh. Everyone is saying grade with tag and seed. You see, those are basically your options, you know, because PSA owns everything else. It's kind of an interesting situation. The PSA owns Beckett. PSA owns SGC. So if you're trying to maximize the punishment on PSA, you grade with their true competitors, which they will then just buy out later until they have no competitors. All right, so you got some cute cards here. Boop. Hey, what's going on, Mr. Choi? Here's Brexon. All right. Here's Now, Tyrone, am I correct in assuming you need a fresh bag? I'm betting you need a fresh bag. Because I just saw that you had a package shipped to you. Okay. So, we'll grab these and toss it over here. And we'll grab this baggie and we'll put it over here. Ooh. Who's going to pull Mega Gray Ninja, huh? I gotta sneeze. I always gotta sneeze in this room. This room's terrible. The pollen from outside must get in, but also I think there's just a lot of dust in this room in general from all the cards. I'd have moved the stream out of here for a day. I'd have moved the card stream out of here and just like clean the whole room. Did you see how many of those Voyage Luffys have been graded a 10? Almost 90% of them graded 10. All right, here we are. Ooh. Here's Geodude. Ooh. Here's Canary. And Aerodactyl. And now we have an order from Mr. Will Sharp. 8 packs of Destined Rivals. I'd like to pay for shipping my cards back to me. Sounds good, man. Mr. Will. Will, you're going to have to deal with me having a sniffly nose. But also, we need a fresh round of these Destined Rivals. I'll be right back. Where am I getting them from? I don't even remember. All right, I'm back. Took me a minute there. I was like, where did we put this stuff? Might surprise you guys, but we actually have a ton of product. All sorts. All right. What's the current pack split? There's 2 of them. Gym Heroes English Unlimited. And the other one is XY Primal Clash. All right, toss this over here. Here's this. Grabbing these. All right. Why is it good music makes you want to like sing to it? What do you think that is? Wonder what that is. There must be an explanation. All right, so 8 packs. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Good. Put that there. Thanks for scanning that Sephiroth. I had one more. Ooh, yes, let's see what that was. So I looked quickly, but I didn't see another one that I recognized that needed to have his picture taken. All right, Mr. Will, let's get these open. I must have like a hair poking my chest in my shirt right now. It's so annoying. Have you ever had that where you have like a little hair and it's caught in the threads of your shirt, and then your shirt just like, it like pushes that pointy end of the hair against your skin. It just like slices your skin all day. You ever had that? When did breakthrough break happen? It's not over. Oh, when did the breakthrough finish is what you're asking. Well, let me see what it actually is. I have been having trouble keeping up with the Breaks History channel. I'm usually pretty good, but sometimes I miss it. And so the Breaks History channel is actually now open to the public so that the public can actually post the Breaks History. Oh, it is Breakthrough. It's not Primal Clash. I'm just remembering it wrong. All right, there we have it. There we have it. Now, Mr. Will. Here's Combuskin, Taiwanitao. I basically think this is like a hit. He's pretty cool, isn't he? I like him. If you don't like him, you let me know. I'll do a trade on any of those Tyrannitars. Okay. I think this is one of my favorite sets right now. Okay. All right. Regirock. Boop. Zamazenta. Ooh. Do. Here's Houndour. All right. So nice. One Zamazenta, Mr. Will. Oh, I wish I had not sneezed. I got like a runny nose, kind of. It's so annoying. You know, at the time that you sneeze, your nose isn't runny. But it's like, afterwards, your nose is like, hell no, dude. I'm going to get all drippy and stuff. And I don't mean the good kind of drippy. I don't mean like drippy like cheese drippy. I'm talking like boogers drippy. Hold on, Mr. Will. I like my cheese drippy, bro. Here we are, Will Sharp. Will Sharp. What do you got in here, Will? It says you got a little thing here. What's that all about? Whoa, you got some stuff, bro. Will, if you ever wanted to trade these hollows, just let me know. Mega Absol. But I'm a big fan of the hollows if you want to trade them. Oh, man, I like your mouth, too. That's amazing. I got to get one of those. Where does the mouth come out of? Phantasmal Flames, right? I'm going to have to get some of those. All right. Yeah, Karis opened a box of Phantasmal a couple months ago when I was teaching her how to do a submission. And I think she pulled one of those Meowths. She did not pull a Charizard, though. But she opened up some Chainsaw Man, too, because she likes Chainsaw Man. She was opening a couple things. I'm buying those Charizard X. There you go. I love the way you open packs. So nice and quick. Oh, thanks. All right. Popping this in here. Sneep. That's right, Sneep. We're the home of the original Sneep, by the way. No one else did the Sneep until I did. Sneep was my original invention. I want to be credited for it in the history books. All right. We got all your stuff in a box. Let's check your address. Okay. Mr. Will. His name is Will. And he's super sharp. Aha. Oh, hey, I've got your address saved in here already. And we're going to make this shipment a little heavier because your box is a little bit heavier. And then let's hit print postage. Yes, we want it set for the next day. Get that done now. Mr. Will. File a trademark on the Sneep. Nah, I ain't going to be like that. That's too much. That goes too far. I don't know if you can trademark Sneep. How does a Mewtwo pulled from 25 in the live custom skyrocket to the moon? Crazy times we're living in. We were talking a little bit about how lucky he was to get that Mewtwo. He pulled that. It was a chase card in the box. And he pulled it for $50. And then it actually, like, tripled in price. So, you know, cards are kind of doing that right now. Cards are doing that. A card that was cheap yesterday is suddenly expensive the next day because people got money. You can trademark Sneep. Mister, you can trademark it. That's it. I'm trademarking it, baby. Thank you, Mr. Will. Appreciate the order. You can still add to it, by the way, Will. I'll pull the box back out and put more stuff in it. Dylan Cranfield, can I get 5 Ninja Spinner and 2 Pokey Shuffles? Take what else I owe you off of store credit. Dylan, you're not going to do the math for me, though? What's up with that, Dylan? All right, so it says you have $30.50. Here it is. And you said 5 Ninja Spinners. Well, that's $25. And then 2 Pokey Shuffles is $10 more. So you got 50 cents left over. I'm not going to keep a store credit around for that. You just take 50 cents off your next order, okay? All right. So 5 Ninja Spinner, 2 Pokey Shuffle. Order sent via Discord. Ooh. Here's the 5 Gray Ninjas and the 2 Pokey Shuffles. My bad, math was never my strong point. Yeah. Surprisingly, I didn't love math, but I did pretty well with it. I was the only sibling in my family that could do math. All my other siblings struggled like crazy. 2, there we go. I was like, did I already put the 3 to the back? It's funny, you do it, and then your brain questions if you've done it. 2 cold ones this time. All right. Let's start sneeping. 4 out of 3 people can't do math. I had a sister who was just a little older than me, and she would get beat up by my mom real bad because she couldn't do math. And it was not a great thing to witness. But then I'd be sitting there whizzing through it, and I'd be like, ooh. And I don't know. Then because I was good at it, I never got beat up. So there you go. That's all it was about. Even when I was a kid, I could see that and be like, this doesn't seem fair. Like I didn't choose to be good at math, and she didn't choose to be bad at it. So why should she get beat up? There goes. But she would get beat up. It was pretty scary. Tossing this. Dylan Cranfield. If you were good at school, you did not get in trouble in my family. If you're bad at it, it was very bad for you. All right, Dylan, let's put this in your bag. Dylan with the DUI. Let's see. Here we are. Ooh. Popping that in there. Okay, cheapest Mewtwo level X is 1,500. If you want, we can upgrade it to 1.5, okay? You just tell me if you want to. I don't mind. Cole Kokoshke, 3 Pokey Shuffles. Mr. Cole Kokoshke. Ooh. What we got? A 1, 2, 3. A 1, 2, 3. Ta-da! 3 cold ones. All right, before we go much further, I do feel it's time. It is time. It's time to add a card to these Pokey Shuffles. What shall we add? We need to have some stuff to add. Let's add this guy in. It's Howlucha MA, and I think we'll add him in for 45. I'm not even going to look him up. I'm just going to say 45. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. This is nuts. Yeah, it's crazy, man. It is just a really crazy time with cards. It's a wild market right now. He can't believe it because like a day or two ago, his card was much cheaper. And then in just a matter of a few days, it's much more expensive. It's crazy. Where do you get your energy? You never stop working. Childhood trauma, probably. I don't know. That's a great question, man. I've thought about it. I think I actually have kind of a higher sex drive. I don't know if that plays a role, but I suspect it does. Food, money, sex. I think they're all related. And I like to eat, and I like to work hard, and I like to go to sleep at night. Let's see. Well, if I start pulling slabs out of here, I got to remove it from the channel is the only problem. Yeah, I think they're related. We are. childhood trauma and autism. Yeah, try childhood trauma and autism. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. There you go. Perpetual sadness, maybe? Let's see, Dolive. No, but I don't know. That's a great question. When I played video games, I could get really hooked on a game and just play it really hard until I was really good at it. And then I would just kind of coast on that for a while and until I found a new game to play. And I remember I played RuneScape a lot, and I did this thing called the Grand Exchange, and I was hooked on that. Okay. We've got Kangaskhan, number 017. Kangaskhan. Sorry, we're just filling this in because we can't let this box get too empty. We got to make sure there's plenty of slabs in the box. So I'm just grabbing any old slabs and putting them in there. Mistress Collection's going up by the second hour day. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. I'm actually saving up a little bit of money right now. I'm going to be spending a little bit of money on security, which we do from time to time. But the other thing I'm really saving up for is taxes. So I have been putting money away like a squirrel for taxes because I'm about to receive a very yucky tax bill. We were talking a little bit about taxes in the daytime stream. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Which, if you find that stuff boring, then you are lucky you were not there in the daytime stream. Because it was pretty boring. Let's see. Deoxys, Old Maid, T10. Keep all my money invested so I'm broke to motivate me to make more. Same here. I have a big tax bill to pay. Taxes, man. Taxes, man. Actually, you know what triggered it? Jeff Leon came in and he said the national debt just hit like 39 trillion and it's still going up. It's just like, geez, bro. All right. So, Cole Kokoschke, 3 Pokey Shuffles. We ran that, right? And it was cold. Sorry, Mr. Cole Kokoschke. Next up, Joseph Haney. Here's the $5 I owe you for updating my bag and 5 Ninja Spinners. So, all right, you're good to go for a whole year, man. 1, 2, 3, 4, and a 5. Yeah, Joseph, if you ever want to slim that bag down, we have a new thing going where you can trade in cards to take a trade slab off the table. And you guys know when nobody shows any interest in the trade slab, I accept trades that are more in your favor slowly over time. So sometimes if a slab, actually, you know what? All I got to do for that, instead of changing the amount that I'm accepting for it, I can just lower the number of spots for the slab. So your odds of pulling it can go up. That's an easier way to do that. It's never good to get a refund. You're just getting your money back without interest. Yeah, you know, it's funny. My dad told me that a really, really, really long time ago. Here it is. All right, and I didn't really understand it back then. And I understand it now. It is. But on the other hand, you know, investments can go negative. Investments can go negative. So on the other hand, when the government takes your money, at least it hasn't gone negative in the stock market. But yeah, it's an interesting thing. Oops. But yeah, I mean, having an extra year of investment on your tax money that the government was holding, that's pretty good. That's an advantage. Typhlosion. Jeff told me this was overpriced, but there's one on the market for $320, and that's the only one. And so we copied that. Here's a $50 card. There's a waifu card. Hey, mister, I got a first edition Dark Charizard non-hollow TCCG10 with an AR code. How much is that worth? Damn, Dragonfire, if you've got that, I'd love to see you take a picture of it and post it in our Discord server in the general chat. I don't know how much. I don't know how much that's worth, but that's super cool. Just however much you can get someone to buy from you for, I suppose. Here's Victor Kokiko. He says 5 Ninja Spinners and shipping for bag and Chinese Cubone slab, please. You got it. So this shall say 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Ninja Spinner. You can get a whole box of the Ninja Spinner. We just got it in. Nobody has pulled the Gray Ninja SIR. Our product is very fresh. There is a special value to that, you know. So this is day one for us, and no Gray Ninja has been pulled. So there is a good value to that, right? Here's a cold one. Here's a cold one. Here's... Oh, yeah, I like that. Look at that. Wow, that's a good-looking Crobat. Why don't they make Dark Crobat that cool? This could have been Team Rocket's Crobat. Man, come on, Pokemon. They're holding back on us. Don't forget the Discord order. I can be last ahead of paid orders since I'm using credit. Yes, I just got to get these orders done a little bit before yours since they're a little bit older. Here's a Victor. Here you go, Victor. All right, Victor Kokiko. Ta-da. We have a new thing on the menu. If you look under the premium collection boxes, we have the Great Tusk box for Paldean Fates. I think it's $300. And we have Paldean Fates booster packs now for $26 a pack. That's a new thing. Oh, we got to ship you, Mr. Victor. Let me grab that. Did you guys see that picture in the Discord server that I posted just about an hour ago that showed the little Advanced Wars game we're working on? It just shows you like a very early prototype. You have to have like some assets that you can actually see on screen, so we just made some little assets and put them up there. It's pretty cool. What's the best Paldean Fates card? It would be the Bubble Mew. You know what I'm talking about? Shiny blue Bubble Mew and Shiny Charizard. It's a good set. That's why it's so pricey. Don't forget the slab, please, and thank you. Have no fear. Miss Alexis is not allowed to forget it. She's the one who could make the mistake on the shipping. I just make the label. But she's not allowed to miss it, or else she's fired. No, I'm just kidding. But she has missed a slab before. What she has never done, Miss Alexis has been so far very good at not allowing a slab to be misshipped. So she's pretty good in that area. All right. She's pretty good in that area. Mr. Edward Cornelio says Jumbo Pack. That means there's one spot on the Jumbo Pack left. There it is. She's the best, though. Won't forget mine. She better not. There you go. All right. And here's good. David Morris, he says 1 Fortnite pack and shipping. Whoa, everybody's ordering shipping all of a sudden. That's good. Friday's a shipping day. One thing I would recommend, I know you get a lot of boxes from your purchases, but I would recommend not shipping out in boxes like One Piece where it says it on the side of the box, thieves. Yeah, actually, you or someone else could receive a box like that sometimes. That's a good point. Maybe, you know, actually, so I didn't make that choice. Alexis did, though. She did use a one-piece box to ship product. And I saw it in the mail already packed up. And I said, all right, we'll just send it out. And when you think about it, we're really only saving like maybe $2 or $1.50 using that box at the risk of somebody saying a whole case of One Piece. So maybe I'll mention that to her. I think that's a good tip. So we will lose $2 using a different box, but reduce the risk of a theft. That's actually probably fair advice. Here's Mr. David. Actually, you know, I just gave some shipping advice to Tag. I don't know if they accepted it, but they need to use fiber tape on their boxes. They just use regular plastic tape, and it snapped on me. All right, David. My box from Tag was all the way open with the slab boxes falling out of it when it got delivered. It was 100% open, like not sealed at all. You can get free USPS boxes. They're not totally free. They require that you use a certain type of shipping, and that's really expensive shipping. I put in for the last spot. Nice. Okay. Gabriel Gallegos, 5 Ninja Spinners. All right. Now, this is the last one before we take care of Mr. Brett. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Are we able to slap away a UPC box? Ultra Premium Collection box. What you can do instead of that, you can send money and I'll put it onto a store credit card and you can keep loading up the store credit card. but I don't really want to do slab-aways on sealed product. I've learned from the past that you can get burned pretty bad on that situation. Here's a hollow, and here's... All right, so recently we had that happen with One Piece, where the price was changing very dramatically, and we had guys trying to put my booster boxes in the slab away, and it was like, it ended up being a very bad deal for me. And then that happened again with Dragon Ball Z too. It was like somebody had more knowledge than me about the product. In this case, that's not really happening, but I think an overall rule of not doing that's going to work out in my... it's going to make life easy for me not to have to worry about it. There we go. Slab away shall be for the slabs, unless stated otherwise. Mr. Gabriel, welcome back, Gabriel. It's nice to see you. Donate to the gym. To the gym break, you say. Is that what you'd like? I can do that. You know what you could do, Gabriel? You could donate it to the D3 deck. Would you like to do that instead? We still got to fill this bad boy out. When you donate, we put your name on it, so everyone knows who donated. Plus, it's part of a giveaway, too. So you're entering a giveaway when you donate. What did you have? You had a fire energy. That's not really important. The Chinchino can be donated. The third deck sounds good. Okay. Good. I don't know if I need the energy. So the energy card, I'll put that into the binder break if you wish. But I don't think that needs to go into the deck. I think we already have 4 energies. Actually, I'm thinking of getting a change to the deck where we have 1 energy of each type. My rule before was have 4 energies because I didn't want them to be that common to pull. Yeah, I didn't want the energy cards to be very common. If you wish to add more cards to deck 3, though, you can always have me pull them out of your bag, okay? That's totally fair game. And here's the rule. I want you to have fun with it. Don't just donate to donate. Really pick a card that you think you like to donate. Like, maybe it's a card you find appealing or funny or stupid or annoying to pull out of the deck, whatever it is. Have fun with it, okay? We want you guys to be engaged with it. All right. Cheap sleeves are good sleeves. What sleeves do you use for your slabs? So when I bought my sleeves, I just located somebody who was selling them in a large quantity for a very cheap price. And I don't advertise for that person. I don't show off because I don't want to advertise someone's brand, basically. So whether it be an expensive sleeve or a cheap sleeve, I don't advertise sleeves. All right, but I do. Here's my advice: always go with the cheapest one, guys. Always go with the cheapest one. All right, Mr. Aero Spaceman, 2 live customs, 5 pokey shuffles, 1 English Roaring Skies. Okay, let's grab this. We shall say 201 remains. Thanks for doing the math. Now let's see if we can get some luck for you. So 2 live customs, costumes. Usually you can get cases of $10,000 for cheap as heck. Well, I'm sure one thing you could do is you could actually go to China and have them directly manufacture it for you if you buy like a humongous number of them, which is what I should have done 7 years ago, the way I did that with the semi-rigids. Oh, good luck today. Pikachu 10 and a cute little Hello Kitty. All right, very nice. Meow, 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 meow. Let's see what we got. 020, huh? After this stream, I'll be working on some music, man. What do you guys think of that? So here it is, McDonald's Pikachu. That's a good one. It looks like we have them priced out for 100. Now, you could re-roll that, or you could keep it. Last time I heard, this Pikachu McDonald's is going back up in price. So that's what I heard last. Also, there has not been confirmation of a reprint of this particular artwork. So that's where we're at with it. Yeah, that's exactly what I would do. I would keep this particular card until I knew whether they were going to reprint it in English. And even then, the Japanese card could still hold value that rises. So that was pretty good. Now I know that box needs another one of those. 5 of the Poke Shuffles. Okay. It got postponed until September, October. That's what I'm hearing from McDonald's managers. Yeah, well, we haven't heard anything about a potential top set either. 1, 2, 3. Oh, no, wait. You just want 1 Poke Shuffle. There you go, 1 Poke Shuffle. Zoinks. All right, just a standard card. Nothing crazy in the Poke Shuffle. Now, the English Roaring Skies pack. That's a pretty big gamble. Let's see what happens. Wow, even the pack art's insane. Isn't that insane? Love this set. All right. Now, I just love it if you pull a nice card out of here. There we go. I want it to peel real nice so that I can get the cards out nice and easy. Okay. Ooh, what does that look like? So here's Pidove. Dunsparce. That's a Yukimori, it looks like. Pikachu, not bad. Wurmple. He's got like a butt face. Bagon. Trainer's Mail. Oh, no way, dude. This is one of my favorites. Woo! Oh, no, wait a second. It's a different artwork. It's still really good. Woo! I thought it was that other artwork, the one I've been buying, because I know it comes out of this set, and his hand actually looks like it's in the right location. Wait. Oh, no, I got it all wrong. I got it backwards. Look. My eyes was seeing the opposite, so I thought that that was him. But still, I mean, look how different they look, actually, too. Isn't that interesting? Pretty interesting. Very different. 2 very different artworks. Huh. That's fantastic. You're pulling an EX. Peel that out of there. Very nice. Okay. And now you've also got Silcoon, Togetic, and Wally. Does Pikachu like his burger medium? That's a good question. I didn't know Pikachu liked eating protein, liked eating flesh. He's a flesh-eating Pokemon. That makes him an alpha male. He probably likes to eat steak off of a cutting board. All right, so there is a great round of Pokemon cards. We're going to have to sleeve this up. Maybe the Boba girl was right. Who's the Boba girl? Set that there. All right, Mr. Brett. So, where do I keep your stuff, Brett? You got your stuff right over here. Maybe we should put this guy in a top loader. I wouldn't normally... Ooh, well, he's real off-center. Okay, so this guy's not a 10, though. So I'm gonna forego the top loader this time. I was going to say, top loaders are tricky. What we usually do is we wait for a card of a certain price range. There we go. Yeah, he's a little bit off-center. He's still a really nice pull. You know, you could try encapsulating him as a 7 or an 8, maybe. When is Pokemon Anniversary for McDonald's happening? Miltank's biggest enemy. Who's Miltank's biggest enemy? Legend of Zelda. Very nice. Here's Lugia. Here's Mega Nidoking. Here's Metapu. How would you guys like it if I offered to consign raw cards for you straight out of your bag? Would you guys like that? Rather than just slabs. Here's Victor Kokiko for a spot in the jumbo break. He was not kidding. He's got it. Victor. All right, good luck. Let's grab this. Can I have my bulk, please? Mr. Tyrone. We do not do bulk, okay? Just letting you know. We always remove it. Unless it's a really pricey pack, then we keep it, okay? Then we put it in your bag if it's real pricey. But if it's a real cheap pack, we do the same rule for everybody. All right, so here's the big old pack. And let's go grab some of these. What you could do, maybe, is have me ship a couple sealed packs to you. There we go. How many more in the jumbo? It's done. You missed it. Unless you were already in here. Were you in here? No, you were not in here. You missed it. Oh, we need the Psyduck, of course. By the way, in my opinion, this is the best way to acquire the Psyduck, is in the jumbo break. You could get a 1 in 4 odds for that Psyduck. I ordered some more. Very cool, man. Let's go ahead and get this started. So you all get one Pokemon card out of your custom booster pack, but one person is also pulling Psyduck. This Psyduck can then be traded for that jumbo pack. Okay? All right, let's put them in. That would be interesting. Just stuff that's been open on the table where people can send in cards to sell. Oh, that's a great question, because if it's stuff straight on the table, you know, there's no chance of it being like, you know, doctored or manipulated. But yeah, what do you guys think about that? What do you think about me offering ungraded cards for consignment? Would you guys like that? We have a certain advantage where there's no shipping that needs to be done. It just transfers from one person to another person. And you know, I have a certain fee I like to give you 75% of the sale. So that's kind of like saying I have a 25% fee as the seller. But you could just up your price a little bit to counteract that. Give me a number. And it might still sell because people might enjoy it. McDonald's Pokey, if they do the agreement, it'd be end of March to the Brig, April, that the last notification they did yesterday. I think it's a fantastic idea. Here it is. Give me a number. So Jadith said 3. I'm always trying to think of something new we could do as a group. Like the building the deck is very fun for the gym breaks. So then we sell the Star Wars sketch cards. Oh, yes, you told me to sell that Anakin. Oh, man, I need to grab that. There it is. I should have grabbed that when I was taking pictures of Jaded's cards. I still have to take a picture of Jaded's cards. Give me a number. McDonald's Pokey, if they do the agreement, it'd be end of March to the Brig, April, that the last notification they did yesterday. Da-da-da. I also have the raw ones. Yes, we do have some raw ones. 3. We got 1, 2, 3. Boop. All right, we'll put that there. Oh, it's just something I'm thinking about. Here's Edward Cornelio. Cold. Here's Victor. Cold. Dylan Chan. Could it be Dylan Chan? Ta-da! All right, Mr. Dylan, is he watching? Where's Dylan Chan? Sarah Dusenberry? That's a miss. All right, Dylan Chan. He bought that spot kind of out of the blue and then just bopped off. I wonder if he's watching. I don't think he's watching. So if somebody wants to update the breaks channel now, Dylan Chan pulls the jumbo pack break. If no one does it, I got to do it. So we got to find out who likes to fill that channel out. Maybe somebody who considers themselves extremely consistent to the streams. I'm here. You're here? You actually get to see it too. That's great. That's jumbo break number 4, by the way. Is there a binder break? Yes, the binder break has 2 spots left. It's pretty full. It's pretty fat. It's pretty fat. Like your mama's booty cheeks. Got a lot of interesting cards in it. And honestly, if I were to sell these one at a time, it'd probably be more than look at that Charizard. It'd probably be more than 160. Charmander promo, Horsey promo, some ARs, some Minecraft, some really good condition Topps cards, some Leaf Green poker cards. Here's a poker Lucario. Here's some used red deck. Here's a couple more vintage. Here's some XY. Here's some Mario. Here's some more Pokemons. Here's Pokemon Go. It just goes on and on and on. So it just goes on for a while. Oops, I'm going to drop this. Some holos. Luminion. He's kind of cool. And then we got some nice lady cards in the back because I was just running into these lady cards. I'm like, I might as well put them in. Put me in. I'd sent for the jumbo. Okay, so there's 1 spot left on the binder break, everybody. 1 spot left on the binder break. How did you get the 3D cube on? Special abilities, like the ability to sense danger and climb up the side of buildings. Let's see. There you go. Nobody ever wants poor little Psyduck. Boop. Oh, these need to go back in the binder break. I almost threw these in the trash. Crazy. All right, Dylan. Good luck. Now, I'm shipping out again. Really? Sounds good, man. Mom, Mistress said your butt is fat. That might be considered a compliment. Just depends on the context. Like, man, your mom's got a fat ass. You know what I mean? Or, your mom's a fat ass. See, it's the way you emphasize it. I like a mom with a really fat ass. Did you see the new Spider-Man trailer? No. Did you? Sounds like you did. Ugh. I saw a guy playing chicken in the pool where you put a girl on your like shoulders. And it was this guy, he was in the pool and he had like this girlfriend and she was kind of like her waist was skinny, right? Like she was skinny on the waist and like the boobs and the shoulders are all normal proportions. But she had these huge thighs, dude. She was dummy thick downstairs. It was crazy. And it was a really funny video because he was struggling holding her up. She was too heavy. It doesn't look like she should be too heavy because the top half of her body was lean, but the bottom half of her body was just huge, dude. Now, let's see. All right. It was crazy. I hear Peter Parker gets cucked in the new one. Oh my God, bro. All right. Sniffing this. All right. It's going to be the future of all the stories is something crazy like that. You know, it's hard to tell a story that people pay attention to. It's hard to tell a story that people want to pay attention to. It just is. And nowadays you got to do, like, think of Game of Thrones. Game of Thrones was thrown out, like, some pretty bad scenes to get your attention. So, you know, thick thighs save lives. It must have been a Latina. Here it is. She looked mixed. All right, what we got? So these are the G.I. Joe cards. We actually sell these. They're vintage. They're printed by Wizard of the Coast. See that? So just like Pokemon. And I bought these as a joke a long time ago when Logan Paul pulled, here we are, Law and Order. That's your pull. So I bought these a long time ago when Logan Paul opened G.I. Joe packs. And then it's like, I just never sold them. I didn't really promote them. I didn't do anything with them. I mean, we sell a little bit of them from time to time. We are. Is the break list current on Discord? No. If there's like a breaks list, that is super out of date. I'm pretty sure. Here's Destined Rivals. Spiritomb. Blaziken. All right. How about Phantasmal? Lombre, Suicune, all right. How about Ascended Heroes? What if this was Gengar? Noibat, Rodside, no Gengar. Mega Evolution. Ultra Ball. Oh, that sucks. No super hit. Oh, Tammy says the slabs that are on there is current, just the numbers aren't. I'm sorry, Tammy. I was not sure if it was up to date or not, actually, so I just assumed that it wasn't. Let's grab Charlie Brown. Charlie. Here's Charlie Brown. If he opens the door, I'm going to pretend I'm a bat and scare him to death. See, very macho. How did that happen? That's what I figured. If you're a dog, put your glove away in a dry place where the kids can't find it. Okay. Here's, in the meantime, I'm getting wet. Oh, I like this one. Just a classic Charlie Brown winding up a throw. Suggestions. He's got a lot of suggestions. Stop saying it's clouding up. It's not clouding up. Oh, man. The peanut cards are clean. They're cool, man. Code Gias. Lancelot and Lelouch. Lamperouge. Louch. Here's a hollow. Here's this guy. There are 6 slab breaks currently, not including the gym trade break. I think so. I have not counted them. Whoa! You did pretty good on the one waifu pack I included. Anis, or whatever her name is. Look at that. That was the one girl pack. What the hell? Here's One Piece, OP something. Union Arena, Mega Man. Here's this Matchless Fighters. We've got Blue Sky Stam. Oh, little Umbreon from the Eevee Heroes. Reshiram. Pidgeot, maybe? That's pretty cool. A cold one. Here's a hollow. Here's a hollow. We got Sneaky Bunko, which we continuously put these into the jumbo pack breaks just because I have like a quadrillion of them. Here's a girl with their finger. Here's this girl in a pink dress. Whew. Anis. She's very popular. I can't even think of 2 big reasons why she might be so popular. Okay. So that's a lot of unsleeved cards there. You got all these scrambled up unsleeved cards. I'll sleeve them up with one sleeve. Bazoinks. Do you guys like the jumbo pack break? Smash the like button if you like the jumbo pack break. Smash the subscribe button if you think Anis is a very compelling card. All right, what do we have here? We've got Harry Potter, another vintage Wati era set card set. And you are not getting a hollow. Okay, you're getting a standard pack. Sorry. I'm sorry. Here's Riftbound, the new set. We have this on the menu now. They give you like a pound of bulk in Riftbound, and now we have Void Burrower, Draven, and Shuralai's Requiem. Oh, this must be so exciting if you play League of Legends. Her massive, her double D personalities. You might need to grade those things. All right, and now, Dragon Ball Z. We got Trunks, like swim trunks, and Cell. All right, nothing special coming out of Dragon Ball. We tried. We tried so hard and got so far. All right, Victor, thank you so much, man. What an exciting round. Didn't you just ship? And what am I being stabbed by? I'm being stabbed by something in my shirt, and it hurts. I have something stabbing me, and it's driving me nuts. Is it this? Okay, something in my shirt is stabbing me to death. That's for Dylan. That's what I meant to say. It's for Dylan. All right, Dylan, are you ready? Let's see. Let's grab your bag, Dylan. Sorry, Victor was still on my screen. Dylan Cranfield. Dylan Chan. All right, Dylan. I think you mostly did not get crazy Pokemon hits, but you happened to get a very saucy girl card hit. And it was like a one-pack wonder kind of situation. So congratulations on that. There we go. We're ready to make a new jumbo pack break when we have the time. Let's see. We have Chensek Vaughn going on to the Nido sub list. Okay. This is up to 3 out of 10. Only a couple chances left on that guy. Only a couple chances. All right. And then we've got... It looks like the binder break is over. Don't buy any more spots in the binder break, guys. Gabriel Gallegos, binder break. Mr. Gabriel. And the other round was Edward Cornelio. But let me make sure... Oh, Hedison Vasquez bought a spot on the sub list. Wow. people are valuing it. They're saying, hey, that's a good deal. He's cool, man. He's a very cool item. Tyrone also, whoa, Tyrone made a big order. He wants 2 Sneaker Bunker Volume 2. Now, Tyrone, are we keeping these sealed or are we opening them? 2 of the Metazoos. We restocked these at popular request. 2 Ninja Spinners. 2 Ninja Spinners. And 1 round of shipping. You want me to rip them? Okay. Since you're shipping them out, I'm going to go ahead and let you keep the bulk this time because it's not too heavy. Sounded like you like to keep the bulk, huh? Our normal rules are to just remove it. It makes the shipping cheap. So that's really valuable to me. It really makes a difference in whether or not I end up being a viable business. All these little nickels and dimes. That's very card shop-esque if you think about it. You know, card shops live on the small margins of 1,000 little sales. Most card shops. Kind of like a grocery store almost. All right, so here's Chibi Einfield. It was a full mega spot. Whoa, 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 whoa. I didn't even consider you might have been buying that. You're buying a full $400 spot. Now, Hedison Vasquez, you know if you miss, you're not getting, you know, it's pretty painful if you miss. You're getting the wrench. All right, 1 wrench and a cold one. You know, Mr. Brett's in there for 2 whole spots that he bought outright, too. So you're buying a whole spot, is that right? You can do it. Just be aware. If you change your mind, you get a little bit of time to change your mind. Once it goes off, you can't change your mind anymore, okay? Because that's, you know, I want it to be a standard thing for people to buy $400 spots because how else are we going to host mega breaks that actually move? But I'm just saying, the average person, $400 to disappear up into smoke, right? Like, let's say you pull it. Well, Brett misses 2 spots. Let's say Brett pulls it. You miss a spot. Now, the rest of the guys got their spots in sublists, so they don't feel the pain as much because it's spread out. But, you know, some of those guys will still feel some pain. Mr. Tyrone, like, for example, one guy, he keeps buying into the sublist, so he's up to 400. Here you are. So you see this little round. This won't be too heavy to change your shipping. I don't expect to keep bulk in a card stream. I figure people probably open the most cards at home to keep bulk. Yes. Discord order in. All right. Another Discord order. Mr. Tyrone. A 2nd round of shipping already. Let's get that shipping. Okay. And we're going to do this. And we're going to click on this button. We're verifying up-to-date rates. Louis got nothing on this guy. So while we're waiting for those up-to-date rates, let's scratch him out of spot number 4 and put spot number 4 down here. All right. Hedison says, I'm not taking any chances with it. I'm just jumping in. Let's see. Let's hit print on this label. Print. Oh, I am spelling it wrong. Gotta make sure I spell it right. All right, Mr. Hedison. That's $400. Now, your custom booster pack will contain a Pokemon card, but if you miss the Psyduck, you miss the Nidoking. So you know what the stakes are. It's gonna hurt pretty bad if you miss. Hedison's in here. Brett has 2 in here, I think. Yes, Brett. Same here, Mr. Brett. Like I said, Mega Break, Mega Booster. All right, a lot to lose for these 3 guys right here. These 2 guys, these 3 spots. Now look at Bill. Bill's in here twice. Bill's in here 3 times. And what Bill did, Bill, he paid a lot of money to get the sublist. So even though he hasn't directly bought a $400 spot, it's kind of like he has, because he has paid a lot of money to test those spots out. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. We're up to 8 out of 10. There's only 2 spots left. It's a big deal. That's one pricey break. That's a big boy break. High stakes. Mister, we got a first-time order. What? I put in an order on the site first time here. I don't know if that's the correct way. You put it on the website. That's not the right way. You did it wrong. You're going to have to go back. Step number 1, you're going to have to go back. Step number 2. All right, so thank you, Mr. Hedison Vasquez. I appreciate the big $400 order. Nido King, 2 spots remaining. That's the story now, everybody. Eric Martinez, he says, English Destined Rivals ×2 and Phantasmal Flames ×1. Like this. Boop. All right. Let's see what we got. No, it went to Iran. Who went to Iran? Sneak. Welcome to the community. Setting that down. Here's Nidoran. And here's Moltres. Look at that Moltres. Boop. About to be 1 spot remaining. I'm telling you, man, those are pricey spots. I am nervous typically to hand them out. Maybe what we'll do, we'll also include like a nice poker card or something. I don't know. Poker cards can be graded for a good amount, I guess. Okay, that's Eric Martinez. I think it's his first time ordering. Here you go, Mr. Eric. All right. Ooh. Little Arcanine, that's a first time order bonus. You also go into the giveaway automatically. This time it's Kakuna. Eric Martinez. My name's Derek. We have like the same name almost. Eric, Derek. It's a good name. It's a strong name. The name of champions. Not really, but it's a common name. It's like Tom. It's like Tom, Bob, Bill, Vinny, Mickey, Minnie. Okay, you ready? Now your bag's going to have a date on it, 3.26. That represents when we created the bag. You're allowed to keep your bag over here for 1 year. It does not automatically ship out. You have to order, you have to purchase a round of shipping if you want it to be shipped out. It stays over here until then. And you can keep adding to it. That's the point of that. We want you to keep adding to it until you feel like shipping it. You go, oh, it's got a lot of stuff in it. Let's ship it out now. Mr. Jesus, Nido King sublist. All right. You got it. Mr. Jesus. You're going on number 5. Which one has 1 spot left? Might be Nido King. Dooby-dooby-doo. Edward B. Cornelio. You ready? So he's jumping in to the binder break. I thought you already had a spot in here, so you're taking a double shot at it, huh? You must like this one. Oh, yes. So he's taking a double shot. Is that right? Binder break. Yes, he's taking a double shot. He's upping his odds to 50. They canceled the Bachelorette due to the main character past adulting the husband. What? Adultery? Is that what you just said? Abusing the husband. Oh. Oh my God. 4. Due to the main character in the past abusing the husband. Just a little abuse. No one's gonna notice. Oh. Okay, making this back up, I suppose, out of the same cards. All right, here we are. Good luck, you guys. She threw a chair at him and almost hit a baby. What? There you go. Typical bachelorette. Throw in lamps. Have you guys ever had something thrown at you by a girl that you're fighting with, like arguing with? I'm asking if you've ever dated a spicy Latina. Give me a number. I can fix her. J-Dog says, yep. 1. Bloop. Believe it or not, I've been in that relationship. We are. Yep, a fist. Oof. All right. Girls like to throw things. That's my type. Okay. Give me a number. Always throwing something. It's like that's the safe move or something. I forgot she was a lefty. Shake my head. I leaned into it. 1, 2, 3. All right, there goes. Very nice. Boom, we got Edward B. Cornelio. Uh-huh. Here's Oscar Resendez. Uh-huh. Here's Edward Cornelio. All right, here goes, Edward. Is this it? Oh, you're so lucky. You're so lucky, Edward. You could have missed. All right, and Gabriel Gallegos. He took a 50% shot at it, so, you know, it would hurt pretty bad if he missed that one. All right, but you snatched it. Good for you. Yes, you are allowed to buy 2 spots in there, guys. I always ask women, where my hug at? Where my hug at? Oh, let's check on that breaks channel. Let's see, the breaks channel. So we just had another break end. Breaks history channel. Okay, so nobody updated the earlier jumbo pack break. So let me do it. Okay. Jumbo pack break. It went to Dylan Chan before 87 minutes. And number 2, binder break. What, like number 11? Oh, and the jumbo pack break was like number 4, right? Number 4. Edward Cornelio, 87 minutes. There goes. All right, that's updated. Mister, you hear about the new set coming out on the 25th, the Mega Shine? Probably no. Poor little Psyduck. They just always reject you. He's the ugly duckling. All right. All right, Edward, check it out. All this is yours. Everywhere the light touches belongs to you, son. Lots of stuff. This is all his now. And it's so much stuff. It's just kind of interesting how the binder breaks go sometimes. It just feels like they're really lopsided sometimes. Interesting. Okay. It's a surprise release from Pokemon that comes out in a week. What? Mega Shine just suddenly comes out? What's in it? All right, where are we keeping you, Mr. Edward? How are we keeping your stuff? I see a Miss Salvador's baby. Let's put this here. Are we really just keeping your stuff in the box? Oh, okay. Well, now the box is very full. That's for the TCG pocket, Tyler. Tyler, you tricking me? He's out here tricking me. He's out here tricking me. Nicholas Williams, he says 2v1 and 1v2 Dragon Ball. You got it? Scoobity poopy, doobity buzz. Doob doob doobity doo doobie doo doo. What a clever song. What would you say the mood of that song is? All right. Ooh. 1, 2. Bulma. I got a Bulma in my pants right now. Here's Vegeta. You want a Vegeta? Here's full power Piccolo. All right. The V2 is Piccolo. Let a man dream. I'm like, Perfect Order's coming out next month. There's no way they'll have a surprise release. Pokemon's never done a surprise release. Yeah, yeah. That's how this guy looks like a little bug-eyed little alien mother. He looks like that. All right, and here's Goku. All right, nothing crazy coming out of this round, I feel. What do you think? There is a surprise release. Look it up. Is this one of those things where if I look it up, it's going to be like a trick? I think he's trying to trick me, guys. You know I'm untrickable, right? It has full art shiny Gengar and Charizard. Charizard? Charizard? Whoa. Whoa. Let's see. So, Edie, how many binder breaks have you won? He's won a couple. He has won a couple. Doesn't he have a box? I swear he has a box over here. Did I move it? Is that what I did? Brett, Trevor, Sarah. Did you have me ship you? That's what we did. We shipped you, right? Oh, we shipped you. That's right. I had to lower my volume after that Goku grunt. Oh! All right. Yes, I believe it is your turn, Mr. Oh, is it? Hold on. Wait a second. Let me see. Brett. Clicking on this. Brett, did you say you sent a new order in? Let me hit refresh. Brett, if you tried to send in an order on Discord, I'm not currently seeing it, okay? I'm hitting refresh. Oh, yes, it did. Yeah, you did. Yeah, you did. Yeah, you did. All right. It looked so identical to the previous one. I get tricked by that all the time. Brett's turn. Okay, Brett. So 2 live costumes. Maybe a double snipe in the costumes box. 1, 2, 3. It's on Poke Beach, but it says for pocket. Yeah, like put it in my pocket. Come on, Tammy, it's a new Pokemon set. Don't spoil the fun. Here's walkie-talkies. Ooh, and Heat More. Not to be confused with Heat Less. All right, nothing crazy on those. 1 Poke Shuffle, little Poke Shuffle snipe. Meow, 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 meow. Meow, 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 meow. Here's boop, 1 Wattrell. We got 1 Jumbo Pack Break. That just went off. We can do a new round. Want me to build up a new one? They're pretty fun, so I can just start building a new one right now. And 1 English Evolving... Oh, did I read that right? 1 English Sword and Shield Evolving Skies. All right, you got it. 1 English Evolving Skies. That set's just getting so expensive every time. Like this. Would you try anchovy ice cream? Probably not. I like anchovies, but I'm not trying to ruin my ice cream. I have 1 screen, mister. 1 screen Pokopia. I don't know about you guys. What? 1 screen? Oh, I read that wrong. She has 1 screen of me dancing and 1 screen watching Pokopia. You gonna play Monster Hunter Stories 3? No, I'm not. I'm probably gonna be spending my time sitting next to Karis, couch rotting, and maybe trying to work on our little 2D game. I would love it if we could post that game really fast and just release a really stinky, low-quality game, but, like, just get it done really fast. You know what I'm saying? We're going to try and get a little stinky game done. Pocopia, we have Minecraft at home. Yeah. I'm playing Pocopia. Is it Pocopia or Pocopia? I think it's Pocopia. All right, one Evolving Skies pack it is. Let's see what we got in here. So, Evolving Skies continues to evolve into a higher price range. We got Teddy Ursa, Craagono, Nicket, Dwebble. Oh, here we are. We got Phoebos and Stoutland. All right, Golduck. This is a supremely expensive booster pack these days, guys. And it's getting kind of old. It's 2021, right? Yep, 5 years old. Definitely one of the most popular Pokemon sets in existence. The Phoebos is cute, but I think this is a tough round this time. Thought you were going to say work on making a baby. We are working on that, but it's IVF. And tomorrow's the last doctor visit, basically. We got one doctor visit, and it's done. We're going to see how it goes. Here we are, Mr. Brett. Mr. Brett. It just takes one. What just takes one? Here we are. Ooh. Brett. Love. All right, Mr. Brett. Thank you so much, man. Appreciate this. Why don't we get you up into a new round of the Jumbo Break? And I believe you said you donated $9. That's really nice. Let me put that down over here. Okay. How about Mark Valerian, man? That guy's been nuts this month. He's been donating lots of cards to you guys. One screw. I need one bolt. All right. What do we got for this new round of the Jumbo Break? We need a new round of the Jumbo Break. What's the chase in the customs? There is a chase card. I don't remember what it is. Does anyone remember what it is? Okay. Card Wars again. Fusion Art again. This thing again. Sneaker Bunko again. Because we got too much of it. There it is. Little Nikkei pack. And little Final Fantasy pack. Let's get one of these. Little Gundam. And we'll get a little Pokemon. Wait, this is Japanese. Is this Japanese? No, this is Korean. Wait, I'll put this one back. We're gonna grab one of these. All right, and we're gonna grab one of these. We're gonna grab one of these. Try and pull you guys a Moonbryon. Keep the chase secret. Oh, that'd be fun. But I think normally we allow people to see it because it actually usually encourages people to get in there. Looks like it might be this card right here. That's pretty good. It's a solid $25 pull. That's a solid pull, in my opinion. Let's see. What else we got that's real cheap, huh? I don't know if I want to create an exact replica of the last round, but let's get this Union Arena in. And, of course, we need these Pokemons here. Got to have some good ones in there. All right. We need a winning formula. Here is another one of these. And... scanning. How about a little Hello Kitty? We were opening some of that today. That was fun. Let's get the new Ninja Spinner. So here's new Ninja Spinner, right? Let's get a Mega Dream Japanese. Let's get a, how about a Mega Brave? What gets people excited, huh? Ooh, let's put Let's put a pack in there that's not even on the menu. We used to do that a lot. Here's a pack that's not even on the menu. It's called Battle Region. And then we'll grab one of these. We always grab one of these. And I'm going to put one of these in here too. All right, so let's just see what we got, because I think we got room for a little more. I don't know, that's pretty full. All right. We are putting together a jumbo pack. You're witnessing it. Let's see. We'll say 3 on that one. We'll say 5 on that one. 3 on this one. 2 on this one. $1.50 on this one. 4 on this one. We'll say 4 on this one. We'll say 10 on this one. What is this, like 5? This is 4. We'll say 5 on this one. Card Wars, I think, is like 5. G.I. Joe is actually a little more expensive. It's normally like 13. We'll say 5 on that. We'll say 6 on this one. Mega Brave, I can't remember. It's like 5-ish. Mega Dream, isn't it like 12? This is new, and it's 5. And this is probably like 3. And then this is kind of more expensive. I think it's 6. Oh, look at that. We're exactly at $160. Wow. That was right on the nose. That's the first time we've done that. So we got exactly the right amount. So that is a fresh jumbo break. Easy as pie, everybody. I'll put it back into the jumbo bag. Well, I think the reason it was so easy to get it so close to that amount was because this is very similar to the last one. We structured it with many of the same booster packs. Not a lot of changes. Like, we're missing one Code Geass, but we added a Nikkei Precious, and that's a more expensive Nikkei pack. Jumbo 5. I put in 2 V1 and 2 V2 of the Dragon Ball manga. Nice. Are you saying I messed it up? Or are you saying you put in a new order? Oh, you're saying the previous order was so that they would both be 2 of each. That's what you're saying, isn't it? So Brett Love is going into the new jumbo pack break. That's the new round. We just need 3 more people in there, and it goes off. So if you guys had a lot of fun with that, we have a new round of that. Look familiar? Scenes like this are happening all over the galaxy. Prove to yourself that you have the courage. Join the Helldivers. Manage democracy. We are. You know, I never played Helldivers. Is that a fun game? I never played that one. Here's Giratina. Here's a Mickey Mouse. Here's a redo of Healer. Here is a beautiful snowman. And here's Giratina. Cool. Now, I think we're going to take a minute and toss this guy up into the Poke Shuffles. He's 170, so I'm actually going to swap him out to 175. Just make it easy, right? Give us... Oh, hi, Mark. I won't do it. I won't. Actually, I don't remember the... What were the exact things he was saying at the time? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. All right. You go back in there. Okay. Hope you're doing good, bro. I did not. I did not. This shall say 070 Snorlax T10. Good. I'll proceed to put it in here. And now we need to fill these out. Each pack carries 1 Pokemon in it. I did not hit her. I did not. Oh, hi, Mark. That was a self-funded movie, right? He wanted to be a movie star. He did a self-funded movie. It ended up getting some of the worst ratings of any movie. But then it became like a cult classic as a result of that. Pretty interesting. I missed 2 months and now everybody's new? Here we have Clefairy. Here we have Jigglypuff. You missed 2 months? Zanevi's been away for 2 months. The war's over, Zanevi. All right, there we go. That's a lot of work to get that Snorlax in there, huh? Takes a little more effort than the Poke Shuffles. All right, Snorlax is up and away. You're tearing me apart, Lisa. Adult Swim would play it all night on April Fools, really? Mr. Pat gives 5 of the Japanese Electric Breaker 1 Mega Spinner. Mega Spinner, more like, what's for dinner? I'm so funny. Okay. A 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 5 of these. And now we get to open them. Did I count these right? Now, wait a second. We got to fix something. Wait a second. We got to go back and fix something. We got to open this. All right, give me a second. We're jumping back here to Nicholas Williams. Mr. Nick, Old Saint Nick, we've got your second pack. You watching, Nicholas? I don't want him to miss it. Nicholas Williams, we're taking care of your pack that we missed. Sorry about that, man. I misunderstood your message. All right, back when you ordered it, I thought it meant 1 DB or SB2. All right, so here is the second pack that you are owed. Oh, it's a good one, too. Look at that Frieza Awakened card. Nice. Anchovies with beans. Ah, yes, beans. All right. Yes, thanks. So, what do we got? Lots of these. Come on. Vegeta. You got 1 Vegeta. Dooby-dooby-dooby-dooby-dooby-dooby-dooby-doo. This part of the song's a little bit annoying. It's like too squeaky. All right, so here's this. Ooh. Boop. Now we can go back to Mr. Pat. Mr. Pat. And Pat, you also sent a penny message. What did you say in that penny message? He said, I meant Korean Electric Breaker. Oops. Good thing I stopped and read that. He meant Korean Electric Breaker. Let's go swap over to the Korean one. I see how it is. All right. 5 of the Korean ones. 1, 2, 3, 4. And a 5. You're tearing me apart, Lisa. Oh, hi, Mark. I did not do it. I did not. Time to snip. Ooh. So Karis and I are making that Advanced Wars clone turn-based strategy game. What do you guys think would be more fun? Because we could actually decide the game any way we want it to be. What's undergirding the game are the mechanics. But from a story story kind of like visual perspective, the game could be about a medieval time period, sort of like fantasy, like wizards and dragons and knights and all that. It could be sci-fi, could take place in space. There could be aliens. There could be AI robots. There could be, that kind of stuff. Or it could be more like realism. It could be like World War I, World War II, modern warfare, that kind of stuff. What do you guys think is more fun when it comes to that style of game? If you guys had to do it, if you were working on it, what would you guys choose? Cold. Here's Togekiss. Right now, what's got her working so hard is she's excited for making maybe like World War I style, where it's like trench warfare, cold, and Zeppelins. Ooh. Turn-based is so lame. It's not for everybody. I actually love it. I'm a big turn-based fan. I love strategy games. But it's not for everybody. I don't play a lot of shooters. I think shooters are kind of lame. All these extraction shooters, Highlander, Concord, whatever the heck they're doing with the one red-haired girl from PlayStation. Marathon now. All that stuff. Fortnite, Fort Butt Night. Reminds me of the old Final Fantasy games on Game Boy. Make Tommy Wiseau the main character. Realism, fantasy, mix of both. Turn-based plus open-world slop. Turn-based is great. Turn-based is not meant to be like an 8-hour-a-day kind of game. Okay, so like when people think of video games nowadays, they really think of a game that's going to be like a whole lifestyle for them. Like you're going to sit down and play for 8 hours. You're not going to play a game like Advanced Wars for 8 hours unless you're some super fan. It's just a fun game. You play it, you enjoy it, and then you're done with it at some point. You know, it's like this thing you consume and you're done with it. It doesn't have to last forever. But it's cool for competitive play if you really like chess. And so it's kind of like a chess game that you can play competitively online. Let's find Mr. Pat. But I wouldn't think of it like one of those games you play for like Pacopia. You could play that for like 8 hours. All of a sudden, 8 hours has gone by. Those games are meant to be almost like a lifestyle. All right, we got Cody Sabering. 2 English OP14s. You got it, man. Would it be a good idea on adding the best practice on how to put an order in? I try to make my orders very simple to follow for you, but I see you have issues with confusing orders. Yeah. I don't try to make any rules for how to make the order. I just encourage people to get in there and place the order. I think if there were rules like order etiquette, the problem could be that somebody says, ah, man, I don't want to learn any etiquette, and then they just don't place an order at all. So for me, my style is as easy as you can make it and pay any way that you want. Website, PayPal, ZELLE, VENMO, whatever works. And people start learning how they like to do it. So people actually do develop their own style of like ordering. Like I can tell when I get a Mr. Brett Love order, and I can tell when I get a Sarah Dusenberry order, because you guys will use like different grammar. You will like structure the order differently. There we go. All right. Well, Cody, you got a couple hollows, bro. Cody, no big sniping here. Sorry, Cody. Cody, if it was up to me, you would have pulled manga sweet poopy butts. Right then and right there. Okay. Mr. Nicholas William with that big order. That was really nice. So, we have a new jumbo break. Jumbo break number 5 is ready to go. We've got one person in there, Mr. Brett. And Edward Cornelio walks away with the binder break. It's his now. Look at that. Edward Cornelio. What the? This guy's taking all the binder breaks. But that means we are ready to create binder break number 12. Oh, I see. That's where the pack split baggie went. We had to create a new pack split baggie. Tonight, we have the new Ninja Spinner. No one's pulled the Greninja so far. It's the release of the set for us. So you might have a very good shot at pulling the very desirable Mega Gray Ninja. So try that out if you haven't. Take a shot at it if you haven't. And our binder break. Let's get it a new sticker and call it binder break number 12. And now we got to start putting valuable cards in there. I'm not too bad at chess myself. I really liked it when I was young, growing up. I did pretty well when I played it. Actually, Karis and I met in the college chess club. There was a chess club, and I signed up to go there to make friends amongst fellow nerds. And she was there, looking pretty dang nerdy. She looked about as nerdy as heck. She was nerdy as hell, dude. Actually, it was my goal to date a nerdy girl after my previous relationship ended. Because I was thinking to myself, that's what I want. I was thinking that's what's going to fit, some kind of super nerdy girl. So I was like, where am I going to find a nerdy girl? I was thinking about that. Found her in the chess club, being a nerd. Nerd. If there are no orders, want to look at my bag for a trade? Why, yes, I do. All right, so here's the current trade slab. It's Skitty. And you got some boxes. You got some bags over here. Ugh. Well. What do we got? You got a lot of stuff. All right. So, What kind of stuff you got in here? Stuff that would be considered low tier. Let's start looking for low tier. Probably these Dragon Ball Hollows. If you're not a Dragon Ball Hollows collector, these are considered the bulk hollows. Even this one, these are bulk hollows. So those are not hits. You've got some Chinese Pokemon. The Chinese Pokemon are filled with regular standard hollows. Now, there's also the Master Balls. You may wish to keep that. But as you can see, a lot of this is just kind of junky stuff. So those are like hollows. No, you are like Papa. Here's an actual stamp. The stamps are considered a higher rarity, Mr. Brett. Take a look. So if you zoom in, that's a 2-star, see? So that's the rarity system for the gem collection. Now, if you look at these are all 1-star, all of them. Even this card's a 1-star. These are all 1-star. So only these reverse hollow tags are actually, stamps are actually 2-star. Even this card is 1-star. I don't know if you want it, but it's not very rare because you get one in every pack. There it is. These stamps, you do not get one in every pack. You get one every like 3 to 4 packs, which even that makes it not that rare. Just make sure we don't take any stamps from you. We are. All right, there we go. So that is a bunch of hollows. That is what we just went through. This is considered a 3-star in this set, so this is actually a hit. I guess, though, the problem is in English, it's considered a common, so, you know, like, how will that go? All right. There we have it. Now, what do we got here? We got a little Persian, a little Moltres, Jador. Oh, cool. So that's some Final Fantasy there. So we have managed to extract some regular hollows out of your bag. You've still got the gem stamped cards, but we've extracted some truly low rarity cards. And what about this here? Here's the next bag. Looks like we have an order from Danny Vichitivong. Mr. Danny. Danny, how could you? Okay. Looks like we've been through these bags. Here's another round of this, though. You know, if you liked these Gem 2s, they're cheaper now than they were back then. And you can actually pursue the ARs in there, which are sort of like the... Oh, now that's nice, man. Now, I can tell he's off-center at the bottom, though. All right, so, you know, when a card like that has no chance at a PSA 10, I'm wondering if there's some way I can help you guys with that. What do you guys think would work? It could be something simple, like we could just price it up maybe as a consign, or maybe offer a more specialized trade for a more valuable trade card. But that card will not grade 10, and we can document it. We can show you real close that it won't grade 10. Okay, so this card's nice. Do you still own the Error Dragonite? I do, Mr. Lucid. Lucid, you must be joining us after a little break. Nice to see you, man. It's a Pop 5 card. Ah, there we go. That's why we're opening these. We don't want you to miss any of them. Okay, and that's actually a hit as well. All right. So, I did mention that when a trade break is not moving very fast, I don't mind being more generous on the trade. I was thinking for this little stack right here, which normally would be $5, I was thinking $15 for that stack, and we just get it out of here. We get this skitty off the table. What do you think of that? You think that's good, Mr. Brett? Hopefully you pull it, because there's a chance you don't, you know. Donate? All right, sounds good. So we're going to pop you into that trade. There we go. Very nice. Went down memory lane watching your old videos. I remember the stream. Good times. We're still going, man. You want to see that Dragonite? Don't go anywhere, Lucid. You want to see him? Check this out. Check this out. Mr. Lucid, I never stopped pokey believing in what we were doing, and I continued to invest in the Pokemon cards. All right, you're going to, by the way, let me set that to the side. I continued to invest in the Pokemon cards and look at this. This is the same Blaine's Charizard I bought in 2019. Oh, it doesn't have the notes on it anymore. My wife removed it. He was one of the earliest Charizards I bought. My dad pulled one of these out of a booster box he brought home from a business trip, and we watched him pull it. So nostalgic. But there's that Mew. Here's just one of my Charizards from the Poker series. We got this Sparkle Charizard out the other day. There it is, Dark Dragonite. We checked it. He's still pop 5. So back in the day when we pulled him, I wasn't really sure what he was worth. I thought it would be possible maybe that he was overpriced, because I figured, well, if we pulled one, someone else probably going to pull one too. And the best part about this card is we actually documented him being pulled, so it's a truly rare event. And here it is. He still exists, and there's still only 5 of them. So he must be shockingly rare. He must be so damn rare. I missed when you would show all your grails. I'm glad to see them again. You want to see a couple more? I keep a little stack next to me for like a wow factor. So I got a little Umbreon. I just bought this one recently. Little Gold Star, little Lugia, Masaki Gengar. I was a Gengar fan, and I bought him for $12,000 back in the day, which was an absurd amount. This guy doesn't deserve to be over here. He needs to go in the regular boxes. Here's Crystal Charizard. I bought this during the Pokemon boom for like $4K, I think, didn't I? $3,800, and now he's like $20,000. It's just a crazy market these days. Everything's exploding. Shining Gyarados. All right. I really enjoy card collecting, and that has worked out for me in life. I'm lucky today. I'm sure I'll be struck by some other bad luck. I'll get like killed by a lightning strike. I'll probably get like heart disease or cancer or something. And then I'll have to sell my cards to pay for my medicine. So don't, I'm sure karma will get me some way or another. Life can't be this good for this long. All right, Mr. Blake. B. Wait, I called you Blake. I mean Brett. I'm sorry. I mean Mr. Brett. We have a Blake Santoro. I was thinking of him with that shiny Steelix. All right. Put that there. Man, mister, you never stopped believing, and it paid off big time. That's right. That's right. Well, and this is just part of my collection. I have more I could show off. Would you guys like to see my Poker Charizard collection? That's pretty good. I like to show that one off because I'm particularly proud of it. Okay, here goes. Your son will inherit all these grails. I don't know. I think what I'm going to do, and I'm going to tell him he can't inherit any of it. There it is. Money changes people. I was able to work very hard in life and build something, but I think I was really motivated from being truly impoverished as a child and pretty much being really unhappy as a child. Give me a number. And I think if I was a kid born maybe into a wealthy family, I would just be snobbier, more arrogant, as if that's possible, and less appreciative of how hard it is to earn an even $1 bill, you know? Every dollar, every penny is something you have to work for. Whoa, everyone chose 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. Ready? Boom! Oh, man, it's going to Alexandra. I'm sorry, Brett. This time, Alexandra. You know what we ought to do, Mr. Brett? We ought to have a trade card just for you. You got enough cards. We ought to have a trade card just for you, and you can just trade cards toward it until you have it, until it's yours. Let's do it that way. That's a pretty smart way. I think we did it that way once before. All right, I'm going to go ahead and update the Breaks channel. But, you know, you got a pretty good deal on that trade-in. Those were just some Chinese common hollows. Trade Skitty, Alexandra, 124. But we bought that for like $15. I mean, that's way too much. Discord message mystery. Yes, Tammy. Let's take a quick look at Tammy. Let's see. Ooh, you'd like a whole box of the Spirit Forge. I like that. Okay, you got it, Tammy. Let me go ahead and take care of all the existing orders in the queue. We have one here with Mr. Danny Vachitivong. And he says, 1 box of Azure Lane Volume 2, please, mister, and no bulk. Let me put these away. These shouldn't even be up here. These need to be over here. All right, and where'd those cherries arts go? I think the problem is this doesn't fit in the Charizard poker box with the other Charizards. No, wait, there might be room for one more. There it is. Okay, one more fit in there. Let's go get this. All right, wait. All right, here we are. Blah, blah, blah. That's all I do. Mr. Russ's message. Read my message. Let me scroll back up. I think I have 4 slabs, maybe 2 that haven't been put on Discord. Wheel, Squirrel, Psyduck, and I believe a Charmander. So Mr. Jaded and Mr. Russ would like their pictures updated. All right, we're going to do that, okay? We'll double look in there and get all those pictures. All right. Jaded and Mr. Russ. Snip that. And what was the other thing we need to do? Brandel Vargas. He wants to sell his Star Wars sketch card. All right. Ooh. Ho-ho. Look at that. Thank you, mister. No problem. All right. Mr. Danny. His name is Danny. Dan the man. Danny, you want to join my grunge rock band? It's 1990s. I dress cool. All right, I just figured out about grunge. I'm half the man I used to be. All right, what do we got? Here's a hollow. You still living it up in the Ozarks? That's what we're doing. We're still in Lake of the Ozarks. We got an even bigger lake house a couple years ago. It was at a very low price. That's why we were able to buy it. And that's about it. Not much to do out here until the summertime. And then you can start swimming in the lake, and then it's very nice. But until then, you're just kind of like, where do you want to go? I guess nowhere, because there's just nowhere to go. They're working on a Bass Pro Shop, though, and they're working on an amusement park. They've been working on that amusement park like 3 years, but the construction's actually going through. Like, you can see the rides. Whoa. So they're working on an amusement park. It's going to be about 20 minutes from me. And they're working on Bass Pro Shops finally coming in. They're working on some major hotels. They're building some new hotels. Apparently Chick-fil-A wants to open up a spot out here. And, man, there's like 6 new businesses on the road down from my home, just the standard road. So it's, I think it was ranked like the 3rd fastest growing area in Missouri. It is. Here's this bunny girl. I think there's like this critical tipping point where if you get enough stuff to do down here, Missourians will just move into Lake of the Ozarks because they don't have to live in the St. Louis region anymore, which feels kind of run down and high crime and maybe a little boring too. Everything gets boring eventually. If you ever come down to visit, you can come pick your cards up. Did you design that game yourself? The one on the screen, it's kind of like an Advanced Wars clone. We're just trying to get some basic functionality going. Karis is doing most of the work, actually. I'll be doing a lot of the artwork. Ooh, look at that. Those are some busty ladies, man. Wow. That was a whole box of Azure Lane Volume 2, everybody. There's still some of that left if you want to go nuts on it. Not much to do but make money, money, money. Yeah, it's a great place if you own a Sea-Doo. The last thing I did, I have sold both of my boats. I had 2 boats. They're both sold. I currently own no Sea-Doos and no boats. I do have a kayak. It's in the garage. But I own no watercrafts now, no motorized watercrafts. I don't have to worry about insurance. I don't have to worry about paying property taxes on them, keeping the license plate up to date. I don't have to worry about winterizing them. I don't have to do cleaning. It's nice. It's nice. I think all I need is a simple rowboat. No, but Sea-Doos are fun, man. I might get a new Sea-Doo. I've thought about it. Damn, those are some sexy mamacitas. All right, Danny with the DA. Danny with the DA. Let's find you. At least here in Florida. I feel like I'm missing part of your message. Are we in top chat or live chat? All messages. They try to scare you to swim. Brain-eating amoeba or flesh-eating bacteria. Pick your poison. Oh, yeah. Yeah, that happened out here. A boy died like a year or 2 ago from the brain-eating amoeba out here in Lake of the Ozarks. Now, that doesn't surprise me. Did you guys know Lake of the Ozarks actually has like the highest fatality rate of any lake in America, the whole country? But that's because it's such a seasonal lake. So many people come down here to play around in it. So what the data doesn't really explain is that there's way more people in the water out here. And the brain-eating amoebas can pretty much occur in any warm water. So don't let the water up your nose. Wear a nose plug. Pinch your nose closed, maybe. I don't know. It's a sad thing. People really, they hear about it, and it's a pretty big deterrent to wanting to go into like a nice lake. But it's like if you go into the ocean, you could get stung by serious jellyfish, step on a poisonous fish, or get eaten even by a shark, or get pulled out by the current. You're not going to get pulled out by the current out in Lake of the Ozarks. So it's not perfectly, you know, people die on the beach too, but I don't know if they die more often or less often. But yeah, nobody wants to die from brain-eating amoeba. Maybe they'll solve that somehow. All right, we're coming up on Tammy's turn, I think. Miss Tammy, are you here? Oh, yes, it is Tammy's turn. All right. Riftbound. We know now that Tammy enjoys Riftbound. Oh, sweet, sweet Tammy. Riftbound's 9.5, and there's how many packs in here? 24, right? I think it's 24, yes. Let me do a little math, a little quick math. 9.5 times 24. It's $228, Miss Tammy Whammy. Oh, Tammy. Soups. Oh. Ah. So minus 419, 191. A lot of this money on the Tammy card here is because we sold her cards for her on consignment. How cool is that? And now she gets to open up this box. So it's a nice little conversion. I think what's cool about the consignment is how passive it is. You don't really have to manage it too much. All right, what we got here? Have you got your hands on a Gold Star Rayquaza? You know, I had a chance to buy one of those for like, it was like $28,000, which was an absurd amount of money compared to other cards. And I didn't want to do it. I'm not a Rayquaza fan is the problem. Rayquaza was Gen 3, and my first game was Gen 1. So I could choose $23,000 Rayquaza or something else with all my money. Well, obviously I did something else. So there's a lot of woulda, coulda, shouldas. Like there's a Blastoise I sold that I shouldn't have sold. It was a Crystal Guardian Blastoise Delta species. I regret selling that. But you can't dwell on that stuff too much. It'll eat you up if you think about it too hard. You just got to enjoy what you got and think about what your next move is. Yeah, I wish I'd bought Gold Star Torchic too. I don't think anyone knew that the Gold Stars were going to become like this, you know, special thing that rich people are trying to acquire. That's what it's all about, isn't it? It's all about, okay, trophy card, base set, you know, the Charizards, maybe Neo era. And what happens is the truly wealthy people come in with millions of dollars. They start controlling some of these sets. Well, they're okay, what's next? Gold Stars. So the gold stars were next. The question is, what's after gold stars? Who knows? All right, snipping time. Poker cards. That's what's next. No, but I really do think that poker cards have been underpriced for a long time, and I think you're going to slowly kind of see that change. There we go. Cody, I got a Frog Rock Climbing. Do I have any cards worth consignment? I did that with you 6 months ago, but don't know. Do I have any cards worth consigning? So what we could do is gather all your slabs, and you can pick ones that you would like me to just put back up on the table for sale. And then if they don't sell, what happens is we take a picture of them, and they get a picture in the Consignment Slabs channel, which you guys should shop in that channel. You guys know that exists? You can shop in our Discord server. For anyone watching who didn't know that, you can shop in our Discord server. Let me show you how to get there. Right here, scan this QR code. Screenshot this. You can scan this QR code, and we got all these slab channels you can shop in with updated slab prices. And we've been doing that for a while now. So you can find all our slabs for sale in there. Ready? It's okay, mister. You beat Pokemon by pulling one of the rarest cards live. I was very fortunate to pull that card. It's a special moment. I think it helped give us some unique identity. I'm very proud of it also because I'm a huge Team Rocket fan. That's why we were breaking Team Rocket. I've always been. Because when I was younger, by the time I got full swing into collecting, base set was already kind of past, and everyone was into the new set, Team Rocket. I still remember the first time their set came out, because all I'd seen up to that point was Jungle and Fossil, and of course base set. So when the Team Rocket set came out, there was just this amazing feeling. The box was black. Jesse and James were on it, but they were less cartoony. They actually looked kind of devious. And then they started calling the Pokemon like Dark Weezing, Dark Arbok. You're like, damn, dude, this is slick as F, dude. Had this amazing feeling to it that Pokemon's really never actually replicated again. It had a really cool feeling. I wish Pokemon would do stuff like that. I wish they would release a Team Rocket set where the Pokemon are called like Dark Charizard, Dark Dragonite. They're never doing that again. Pokemon somehow is more adult when we were young and more childish now that we're adult consumers. So they've gone the other way. Here's Purifier. Can you sell cards in there? Here we are. What do you mean? Can I sell cards? Or I can sell cards in there. Are you asking if you can sell cards in there? In the Discord server, we don't allow people to sell cards in there. If we did, it would just become a big mess of people trying to sell their cards all day. People who do not really want to be in this community, they would just come here to make money. Here it is. We've tried that before. Actually, we tried that very, very, very early on, and it was so bad. There were literal like card vendors who came in and established like a little store in the Discord, and it was like, bro, I'm not here to be like a store for you. Here to help and Jax. That was a long time ago, and then I made a decision. It was very unpopular at the time. I said, you guys gotta go, because we're not doing sales in the Discord like that anymore. It is. Here's Rengar and Riposte. It was people from like Facebook Marketplace were coming in and saying, oh, we can sell our stuff here now. And they were just treating me like I was eBay, but with no eBay fees. And I remember feeling kind of like, it wasn't a good feeling, because the people selling did not care about me. They did not care about anybody. They cared about one thing, sales. And I was like, that's not the point of doing that. This was just supposed to be for like, you know, friends, to sell a couple cards that they didn't want to have. Then we tried the Pokestan, and it was a separate Discord. It was an okay experiment. I feel like Pokestan was kind of slowly shrinking month after month. It was getting smaller and smaller and smaller. And the only way to get Pokestan to grow again was to do giveaways. We had to do giveaways. By the way, I just noticed we hit 40 likes. We had to do giveaways to get Pokestan to grow. And I was like, I don't want to do giveaways for Pokestan to drive people on Pokestan. I should just be driving people into our actual main Discord server. So Pokestan was kind of a interesting experiment. We ended up getting rid of that too. We are. I like that Cubone card that he's grieving like the loss of a loved one or something. Messed up, a nice card. Which one are you talking about? The one with the little flower? You take the one left, two right, four lights, down one more turn left. That's where the Discord is. The tattoo artist was cute, so I had a good time getting it done and talking to her. What? What? Let's see. Let's snip this. Yeah, that Dark Dragonite no hollow card has an interesting story, by the way. So Mr. Von Doom pulled it, and then I helped him grade it, and we were shocked because it graded 10. It's hard to get cards to grade 10, you know? So it managed to grade 10, which was amazing. And then I shipped it to him, and, you know, we joked about how one day we can, you know, live next to each other and we'll ride boats for fun. You know, there's all this kind of chummish kind of conversation. But about a year or two later, he would reach out to me and say, hey, you know, I would like to sell this thing, maybe to you. And I offered him $16,000, which to me was a ton of money at the time, because I was getting ready to buy a new home, which is exactly what he was doing. He was getting ready to buy a new home. So I made a tough choice at the time, but I told my wife, I was like, look, we were saving all this money and now it's going to Pokemon. And she's always kind of trusted my moves with Pokemon cards. So we made that move. We acquired the dragon. I told her, you know, if this goes to some other guy, I may never see it again. If he sells it to like TCA Gaming or some other big Pokemon card collector, we may never see this again. Or I may have to buy it many times over. You know, I may have to pay like $30,000 for it. So I told her this is my best shot at owning this card. Here's Renetta Glask, Mastermind. Ooh. We're looking for the big textured cards to come out. Let's see. Here's Bushwhack. Bushwhack. The Expedition Cubone. I just acquired that. Did you know that? I've been watching that card a long time, and one popped up recently for like 4K or something, which I thought was too low. And so I just bought that card, and it's a Pop 12 PSA 10 reverse holo, so I'm very happy with it. I'm a big Cubone fan, if you didn't know that. I got a lot of Cubones in my collection. Just because he's like the saddest Pokemon. Oh, here we go. Okay, what we got for you, Tammy? What we got? Ooh, Ari. This card looks very nice. Champion unit. What do you think of this, Tammy? Teach me about this set. It says SFD on the left, number 227 out of 221. I believe that's the artist's name. Ari Inquisitive, champion unit. Yes, the one I wanted. You know, I saw it, Tammy, and I immediately thought, this looks like the one Tammy would want. That's the immediate thing that popped up into my mind. I was like, what are the colors here? Light pink. All right, here we go. Very Tammy-esque. Boop, boop. All right. Cool, man. All right. Now we're feeling good about this box. There is some Siggies in this set, too. Siggies? I didn't know there were Siggies. See what else is going on in here. We got some of these. We got some of these. Grandmaster at Arms. $400. Damn. That's a pretty good trade-off. Wait, is that the $3,000 ones? No, not the Siggy. Oh, okay, so you're saying there's a signature version and just a standard rare version. Ari Inquisitive. If that's 400, we may have to show this off to Mr. Mike's side. Maybe that's clip-worthy. It's $400 is a lot. People forget, you know, there's card sets out there other than Pokemon that are making bank. Here's Renata Glask. Ooh, that's a textured one. The $3,000 one is the Siggy. All right, well, we got to pull you the Siggy then. If it's a Siggy, it would have a little star. Here's Battering Ram. Tons of holos. Everyone must have holos in this set. That's only 2 holos. Here we go, number 3. Boop, 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 doopy, 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 doopy. Oh yeah, I got to make a bulk box for somebody. Somebody ordered a bulk box. I forgot about that. Here's Counter-Strike. Tons of holos. Infinite holos. Some that are kind of hard to see. Oh, this isn't even a card. That's just junk. Just 3 packs left. I'm assuming if that's a $400 card, I'm assuming you're not about to pull a second one of those out of the box. What time is it? 8:18. What? All right, we got to wrap it up here, guys. I didn't realize it was getting so late. Poor Carrie, she's not even going to see me tonight. We started late, but that's because I was hanging out with her. She probably lonely, man. No, let's keep going. They have a Cubone that he is at a museum, and his loved one skeleton is in the enclosure, and he's crying. What? No, mister, don't leave us. No! Baby, come back. I'm sorry, guys. Normally, we would do a full 3-hour stream, but we got to start wrapping this one up. All right, Tammy, you've got a box. Tammy's got a box. I got a box, baby. All right. Let's take another look at it before we put it away. So you got a lot of hollows, obviously. This set has tons of hollows in it. But this one has texturing, Renata Glass texturing. This is an SFD, is that right? SFD Ari. And then these were just like full arts. I didn't really know what to think of them. They were not textured. So out of the whole bag, out of the whole box, 24 packs, there were 2 textured cards in the box. Good to know. One of them was $400. Are all Cubone genetically destined to be depressed orphans? Maybe. Tammy. All right, we'll just write Tammy on that. Thank you. We put the good one in a top loader for you. All right. SFD means spirit forged. Oh, forged from the spirit. I see. Now I see. So we have an order from our friend Andre Olivier. What's up, man? Olivier. Fuji Bunko 1 pack, volume 2, and Ninja Spinner ×2. All right. Let me get a new box of the Ninja Spinner. Oh, yeah, this confuses me. My eyes want to make the Greninja upright. We matters too. Giveaway time. Let me take care of Mr. Andre. We'll see who sticks around to the end for the giveaway. Oh, yeah, we need a new binder break. All right. One of these. Now I have to go entertain her. I get off work and be like, hey. Fuji Bunko Volume 2. Nah, she's nice to me when the stream's over. I get hand rubs. What do you guys think of that? Are you jealous? I get hand rubs. Where would I be without hand rubs? All right. Ooh. Time to snip. Oh, the Boo-Boo. What's the name of this Pokemon? Remind me, it's the new one from that game. It's not new, it's just like a different version of one that already existed, right? What's the name of this Pokemon? Mr. doesn't do Fortnite dances for us. I'm sorry. All right, there you have your order, Mr. Andre. Nothing crazy popping out. Appreciate the order, though. No, I'm not that jealous. Bruh. Hand rubs to the moon. They put me right to sleep. I fall asleep if you rub my hands. I fall asleep so fast. It's like a sleeping pill. It's like a sedative. But it feels great because my hands do get tired. Come on, mister. Let's see you do the default dance. Floetta? Flowrida? All right. There it is. Very good. All right. Oh, there's only one spot to hand out on this. So let's go ahead and hand this out. Wait. That's from Sorry, that's from the daytime stream. I'm hitting refresh. Keyword TCC. Type in TCC right now to get into this giveaway. And then we need a new giveaway. What shall it be? We need a new one. I'm kind of running out of ones. Means I need to steal from this box. This could be a giveaway. Can I order a live snipe? Yeah, you can order a live snipe right now. Joe DeGee. It's all you, Joe DeGee. All right, so now we shall roll. It's landing on 9. Who's 9? Mike's side? Is he here? Mike's side, you got no rarity Kakuna. Look at that, guys. I noticed the mods are making it onto the list sometimes. I think it's because you guys actually are consistently putting that keyword in. You know, Mike's side. Crazy how sometimes you win. So the next one shall be Grovel. Is that how you say his name? Now, we are coming back for Friday, so there's going to be a Friday stream. It's going to be very exciting. New set on the menu, obviously. Time to build a new binder break. Maybe something interesting will come in the mail. You know, today we actually got 2 sets. Paldean Fates is on the menu now. That's a new menu item. And so we have Paldean Fates and Ninja Spinner. 2 new items. Pretty cool. And still lots of great breaks. I know on Friday, people pick up their paycheck. Well, you might want to put at least $40 toward one of these amazing breaks. Here's a gym challenge right here. Here's manga. Here's the Heartbreak. Probably the big news story is this guy. Where is he? Not Nato King. Wait, where'd he go? Yeah, Nato King. I'm going crazy. This is the news story right here because he's only got 2 spots left. You know that? And this list is halfway full. That list is halfway full. So the mega break is going off, everybody. This is going off. You realize that? Once this guy has 1 sub list left, you know how fast the last sub list tends to sell? It tends to sell like that. Usually only lasts a day or 2. When there's 1 sub list left for a $4,000 card, it moves, especially as we're heading into Friday. So he could be done by Friday, and then I don't really have a replacement for him yet. I'll have to think over what the replacement should be. So the keyword on this card shall be free. That's the keyword. So we have a new giveaway. Let me update this for you guys. Okay, we're going to type in free. Type in free to jump into the next giveaway. And let's go get that live snipe for you. Okay, so that's the snipe. Good luck. One, 2, 3, 4. What we got? Oh, look at you, lucky dog. Glaceon P10. That's my fear, though, is if you get an actual pull at the end of the stream, and then you, like, re-roll it 5 times. In the past, if you pulled something in the box, you just kept it. So then getting one as we're closing didn't really matter. But now you got to make a choice. And it can go on for a while. All right, so we got this Glaceon right here. You can keep it, or you can re-roll it. Keep in mind, if you keep it, you can just have me consign it. So I wanted to point that out for this reason. Sometimes it's safer to keep it and consign it than it is to re-roll it. So I like to teach people about that. So you can keep it and consign, or you can instantly re-roll it. And the instant re-roll is more satisfying if you're trying to swap up into a higher card. Marquette says, question. So here's AOG. Here you go, Mr. AOG. Thanks for getting 40 likes for me, guys. How nice. Reroll it for fun. All right. Tammy's going in. So here's what happens. You get a store credit that can only be used on the live customs. Because 90% of 100 doesn't split evenly. What happens is you should have, what, like $15 left over? This is going to be live customs, $15. So you have an extra $15 for your next live custom. And then this card's going back in. And you end up getting 3 rolls. So here we go. 2, 3, like that. Let's go grab these. All right. So these live customs, when you're doing the re-rolls, works a little bit different. I'm going to drop the value on this one to 75 this time. But it does go back in for 100. So that's kind of how it works. All right, good luck. I feel like it would go off faster. Mike side won the Kakuna. Yes, he did. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. All right, good luck. Oh, whoa. That's cool. All right, there it is. That's your 3 packs. No! I'm sorry, man. You actually got a cool pull, though. Look at that. This was back when the live customs had more like bonus pulls in the middle. But I haven't been able to work on that as much. I need to have like a bag of cards that can go into the live customs. So that's pretty cool. All right, so that's for you, Mr. Chensek Vong. It's a nice team-up Gyarados. Not a complete loss, but it is going to be worse than the already graded 10 card. But look, that's pretty neat, huh? Look at that. That could be pretty good. All right. Popping that in there. You do also have $15 left over for your next live custom roll. So maybe that one ends up being a snipe. You never know. All right. That goes here. We're done. I'm hopping off. Thank you, everyone. Good night. I'll see you tomorrow for the morning stream for Friday. See you later, everyone.